da wetiefu na so ase mpanyimfo a wɔhyia mu ha yina yichia mpapa wɔn a wɔhwɛ yɛn wɔn a wɔtie yɛn yɛde nchia kɛse ne de bre asanteman menim sɛ asanteman de na te sɛ ekunwa na ha ne si you nti ya bɛ na zi yedwira nti yebedwira ansa ne yefi ha kɔ nti yichia asanteman ɛyɛ da kɛse ma yɛn
okay
sɛ ne yɛn mo reba bɛsomwa ha teach papa.
I like the fancy. It's deep. Okay, but it sounds like fancy.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Oh, maka fancy so nti sepere yeko fancy.
No, the blend was okay. Anyway, ontumandi enyima.
Intamenya mi frey. If it's Ghanaian, it fits on me.
Okay.
You me ma pamantama bibri na intamane ye me fe because I believe in Ghana culture. Inti enye so much ding no but the meaning say we are Ghana ni netore bia na say odi bi frem.
Yeah.
You inti me nimni ding. You but Ghana intamade anene you me ma mentamegu na adaka mu na osu wowu a wonfansie ne merehyɛ ne sisi ɛhyɛ ne nuonyam anza na wowu owu a memfa hwee nkosie you won ati asefo ni hia ne ama nti na sa na nti merehyɛ
your friend kodusa a bunch of banana.
Kodusa.
And the interpretation is that it signifies wisdom, unity, and then it's also variety. You know, like Kodusano, single, put them together. That is the signification of the unity and diversity. Okay, different ideas put together to form a bunch of banana. So yes. It has a deeper meaning as well.
Appropriately so.
So where have you been? The last time I checked, now we are JP Morgan, which is a financial institution, one of the biggest in the United States. Where have you been?
Let's say Kwame, ye fi say juma se na ye pese ye boa Ghana no. Ache kakra.
Okay.
Ya tro men na for we juma Goldman Sachs and also ye financial institution wa bruchi. Ya tro programs say ye de boa tax system wa Ghana na say we be revamp. Ye be ye oil and gas expo na time oil ne buy time kufori fuel no. Ye de between strong foundations I be control more of young up and down streams nina and toll systems nyuma bibri wo ho say ye be ma Ghana na ye be toll Ghana because we kufo buy no na yedim say we were very optimistic say akwang obeya akwang na anti na that would justify tolling. So income
were you disappointed when the minister of roads and highways kasi ingi tono in free all hours? Were you disappointed?
I was actually more disappointment in the fact that the opposition did not call for his resignation because of course because it was unconstitutional for a minister
say
makes a statement no without approval from parliament.
Okay. This is a kind I guess.
What I say, but Sena M say ya be who for last 6 years and on no. You say abangi nya banga oye definitive, oye decisive, oye principled. Intino na yawa ne nye yen so say wongen to me nyine dino to me make his statement as after say what can I say when you toll systems in fuel no some be case one use toll systems no for lateran. What I say I mean where in the world make or can say we pen or call Minnesota wa brichi wo toll systems wo ho no ma wo kwa wo na mu a high speed toll systems with easy pass. Inti you would have thought say anka when huniama kakra wa bruchiri anka or my young so I beneficiaries of ne exposure no and so say cars nam at full speed when you in the middle of the highway na one yun so kakra ne beba bia so man ka dwun so no ho ansa no won kwetena won ka mu, which in itself no makes it very very offending, hazardous for drivers.
So you saw that as madness?
Oh, major.
It doesn't happen anywhere in the world.
There be. Intino, and no gives you an indication, because you say the strength of leadership, is measured at the weakest link.
Okay.
Inti ono aya linky. Now, unfortunately, I said that too early because make us happen. Say agriculture minister Sujino who say donkeys I want ibokina what the young fertilizer I what nam hono ndio ntumi stop won minim say mo cover as story na kwame inti HSA not only does it have a weak link, it has weak links, which makes the whole system of leadership porous. Enye good for purpose. Eno na amayeng baby ayigina CC say the whole leadership tainted with weakness. Now a weakness from the top, the mind, because the mind is what controls the whole entity. The mind is weak, and pretty much BBA issue up until this point is justification and confirmation. Say the capacity to think objectively and relevantly, in niho masankrofui. Apem major.
Now, you talked about those times now you are writing papers on oil share, our share of the oil and not E2 midstream and use your upstream and all. At that time, did we sign a good deal?
Oh, absolutely not. Kwame, listen, the way you evaluate pretty much contracts, any endeavors in life of human existence, is by result.
Yeah.
So inti that which goes into it, only becomes a factor when you evaluate at the end. Who say, "Eyi ne consequence of idea." What I say? Yeah. I mean, it's obvious, glaringly obvious. Say, near ode. And then see Nkrataswa or sign contracts, no worry da. Now, and also gives you an indication of how lazy our leaders have been in the last 30 years. Lazy in the fact, say, Bibia one signer. Bibia one sign no gives an indication saying, Kiyang you bet me you be ukrumha or maiso. What can gold that? What they are, yen to me, smeltering a you are. Refineries were Wolf young bauxite, yen to mean process were Wolf young gold, Wolf young cocoa. I didn't necessarily will put or friending loans together. Now, what you could what you better young cocoa
syndicated loan.
It's what put syndicated loans together and what you better young gold now. Well, bra, we have an able diaspora. What is $6 billion a Ghana every year. Kwame, if we were structured properly, couldn't we have created a hedge fund like a syndicated loan made up of Ghanaians? Ebe to sa kukuyi na yenga ya process. Kwame, sikana bad out, tax free, zero. It pours into the country because omangna wonye ni nti Sika ban also Kofi nende a remittance. Well, remittance, what does it signify? It signifies say in Crawford behwe won abusuafo de tonru de ko school the chia basic of needs. What you say? Inti sanko man ye be ni ye ne bejine ye a. Anka say sika no Clinton Global Initiatives wa bruchisi. Every dollar be a Ghana for yede by Yunkrum no ye worth $3 in not even reserves, fixed deposits, liquid accounts. Liquid accounts, not just in 24 hours, 48 hours, you can liquidate it, right? Inti, says Sikano, you bet me liquidate in 24, 48 hours. $3, inti 300%, inti $24 billion Ghana for Wabridge between the Abagana if they saw some certainty in the direction of our leadership. Do you see certainty from where you sit?
That's a big one.
It's
now, you also talked about air tax. Are you happy with the e-levy tax system?
E-levy is an absolute failure of leadership.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Kwame, e-levy, concept of leadership, concept of e-levy nature say young penyufono adrena akafem. Let me explain it to you. You're spending close to 25 billion cedis. Now, what they destroy young banking system?
Destroy or fix?
Of course. Who say then?
Destroy or fix?
Okay, well, how do you fix? You fix the say bribia wo ho de down no. After fixing e be better sing na na wo ho.
Exactly.
It's sana esining. Adene ye non-existent who say fix. Ade wo ho na who say wo fix no. Where ye fi ho, it can be fixed.
Okay.
Wo obliterate no. One ye fi ho. Inti what has happened is say etu home. What can say home etu tokru. Wo yem banking system num. Now, this is what happens. Tokru na etu no. Ye tokru a anka emma sika go into circulation. Ghana for control. Into banking systems in there owned by Ghanaians, no. Say one obliterate, one a year fi ho. Sa home now where create, you know, guess only power besha ho, say or take relevance of that situation. MTN ya Ghana day, last time you checked.
South Africa.
Okay, very good. Into South African company, abe create no friend say payment aggregator na say obia oshe wumfinfini between you and a bank.
Okay.
We won't get banked. Okay, so when you're banked, say we need the processes ube to me at the bank in your relationship. Into obia be shamfinfini oye say adwuma no ma. Do the usika man no de akoto bank no we yama. No processes sika no tell usika for sa service no. This is a job Bank of Ghana and Securities and Exchange Commission could establish. Me boy catch them.
All right. So how does MTN play that role? They're playing the role by Momo.
Sanitating into what training what they say Sikana and could have been in circulation in the M banking system now. Bodwa funo informal Kwame. 80% of all employment in Ghana comes from the micro, small, and medium enterprises.
Yeah.
Out of that 80%, 90% of that here informal sector. Informal sector, one primary source of banking, ye mumu.
Okay.
What can I say? Okay, good. Inti, we sa. What the 25 billion coin nesa nkawo ye no say adwene no wo ho a what the reform now would change the compliant nature of how they do business, regulatory nature of how they do business, will uptake, now what to me bring up one game.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. What in your to acquire now what to me your business. Now what Bank of Ghana no what to me your commission be was so say 1% in poor. I don't want to go into the math, but a 1% in poor, you will be making about 5 million cedis a day.
Yeah.
At 1%, I will hold an average of 500 million cedis in circulation every day, And my friends say running balances of all sika ewo mumu say. Wajao a South African company or no enye Ghana owned or no ba obey ya wasan add the young data na young biometric data command which in itself huge security breach as Sanka interior stops that transaction.
So now say link your Ghana card to your SIM card wrong?
Kwame.
BTA.
My main cancer mention.
BTA.
A whole nation is sovereign. One citizens. Citizens represent citizens represent wealth.
Yeah. Okay. That's the human capital.
Absolutely, Kwame. What there was our human capital sensitive information in a private company. You don't have control over because a South African.
Yeah. I've not thought of that in that way.
But inti say if they decide to say, what per se, Wofi Ghana, guess what they live with? They live with a country.
Yeah. They have everything.
They have everything. Obi hack into the system, and what do you have? You have a disaster of cataclysmic. What can I say then? Swati.
Oh,
Cataclysmic proportions. I mean, second view, grammar.
I see.
Yeah.
Kwame, a serious case. This is something Interior should have a major security. Kwame, just think about it. What hack yen system? Oh, young BBA. What we shut the whole banking system down? Ghana.
Yeah, because they control the data. And now that's what I was asking, sir. Me Mobui say me surround upon us MTN for say omo company omoguna. What happens? Almost surround upon say network no gwa nyaduma. So
and they do that. Yeah, ko hina me kwai. Obi say last 2 weeks yeah ba kuma say na boys no so or spend 2,000 command year ankudun. Me boy oba so spend Sunday 300 ankodu. How hina na okono for complaints and control. Kwame, these guys, Missy, they do not say when cluelessness meets unpreparedness, you have these guys. Who say, could be some questions.
What's over questions?
Oh yeah. We still have a lot more. So now, do you think, sir, there's something fundamentally wrong with the current constitution? You see.
Absolutely. Loopholes a womb. It's riddled with flaws.
Which parts? You can't give me all, but at least my means be okay. I didn't
can't waste back on show.
Okay.
Powers what they are my easy say on an baby to me that sorry kasi Makriti district, Makriti region. Do you know how much? Do you know the level of expense? Added to Ghana so 6 regions so criti nyansa beng no can't you
is the Christian answer because who created
that would the Ministry of Local Government and Decentralization and I think there's one more about 3 terms combined but the EC is consulted. They create the constituencies.
EC has the constitutional mandate. Why yes I many na in consultation one stakeholders okay no what ama what the ama EC say EC kwaya juma EC no make final decision as an independent entity per the constitution.
But why is it wrong?
Wrong because Kwame so okomed de mene ne ye wo dokono ba ko a sika aka no won fa nkoto plate in case dokono no wuri chema bien no wa ma fa wo the plate na ache dokono no wa fa fa na ma fa fa dokono no no so buy more plates.
Okay.
Well, okay. Opening ba be kan yen ho na ono so person di dokono bia sika na aka no won fa nkofa plate ba ko mre no ye nche dokono ma bi sa no there be wo plate ba ko no ye fa sika no nkoto mo dokono na ye nche ni as brothers kwame nyansa ni enum sa no nipa odwene ye dwenening. Well, inti the question
no auto plates.
Inti the question is about resources. Kwame, the question is about resources.
Okay.
What ma necessary nipa na wo ho the idea inti a wopper region obi an go into the thinking we need into upper region no till say wood district no ye elevated to a regional capital no we nya resources be inti one upper regions no and you say ding ni one dekeke inti sika would create region no I don't know farm our resources now we here Kwame.
Not necessarily the region per se.
They be because we create a region or come down so the wangara. This was a regional capital. What sense does that make?
Okay.
How difficult is this? A year class 1 for Abinu. I mean, what is strategic? What is complex? This is linear level thinking.
That the people want development. So fix the road, give them hospital, give them the schools. It's not the region, the name regional. What does that change anyway?
It's cost to you, brother. It's cost to you.
So that's one. That's one.
Oh,
defect.
Okay, good. Number one, government you too huge. The we're friending SSA yes set up public sector commission. Public service commission no ICC set up no. Ono necessary or appoint IGP. Ono necessary appoint or friend attorney general. Ono necessary appoint EC. And say president nya kwan bia was adinum. Na yesa entity nara one year recommendation ma sa public service commission ni say Kwame Dinkra ne afa no so onye yengna unsi ya nemu wo whole Ashanti region ni yen won no one more requirements say Kwame so what's it going for there. These are the minimum acceptable requirements. Who meet requirements now you got the job. I didn't necessarily what my president.
Is it something that Oba Satiapada?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we mean that the appointment of IGP, appointment of Suja for the defense.
Commander in Chief. No, Commander in Chief is the president.
No, but Suja for it's a way IGP and Suja for the day. Okay.
Brigadier General, the General, Chief of Staff. I mean, Chief of Defense Staff.
Should be appointed by
a public service commission.
Public Service Commission. So you start a public service commission. Why the Attorney General? And that's count
because
you see that there's a conflict.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. When we said no butcher, we're friending last time oko yenga papa say John.
Yeah.
Preparation away what they call court say woko. I don't know krano one deliberation so kra wan yini what they could do court no what to chene say mwanya mwedume what you say and dinti na because say pa say would me find say John guilty now we'll go into our friend say look back and say we go back into well na bibia na nya didn't want calibrate no way BBF ma e be affect nipa bebre nti one person no go through nti obi antumi nya hwe about Sir John Asase odi achewo Achimota first.
So you see something fundamentally wrong with the judicial system?
Absolutely. Well, who said president to me sorry na utumi a country of 31 million people. There were 18 Supreme Court judges. Nansen Krawasante inaugurate Biaka America of 370 million. There were 9 Supreme Court judges. That's a problem. See, the thinking say more gives you more no, is wrong.
Oh, but then they do have what we call Article 71 ex gratia
and Article 71 in IBF they be abolished. Oh, absolutely.
Why?
Because the reason say IMF now sika hinu is 2 billion.
Yeah, 2.
Okay. Because of unnecessary liability with ex gratia Article 71. See if you only a shrinking government, young the 20 ministers pen 10 ministries, 20 ministers.
Which okay. Now let's name them.
Agriculture, education, energy, employment and entrepreneurial development, finance, foreign affairs, Ministry of Interior, health, Ministry of Trade and industry, and a Ministry of Justice. 10.
Okay. How about defense? Defense also come to
defense. Interior. Defense will be an agency under Interior.
Okay.
What's I say? See, because
tourism,
education.
Okay. All right.
So, into all the agencies, no, into a ministry pe a cabo. Na say minister, deputy minister, actually be called deputy ministers ni being a bisa. One kofa one. Nananom ni adia beye won assistance ne say why no some the cost that comes with the ministry will blow your mind. I didn't necessarily you go through Oman Ketekiti 31 million. I didn't necessarily go through some unnecessary expense. Hey, Ejuma minister CPA and I make say, wo Ejuma we be defined by result.
Okay.
Result ben whatever. If a ministry output to a profit of $10 million, they justify say ubechian $1 million.
How about regional ministers?
Yeah, be abolish.
Really?
Of course. The one who fasten then catch him. Oh, they be Kwame. Say be a can now deal. We say festival be
the regional minister coordinates all the agencies in the region. Okay.
Agencies to say then.
Oh, I mean all the district assemblies. Okay. The like water, electricity, they all have representation at the regional coordinating council.
Okay, good. It is a way a national development plan. Our national development plan to take care of all the big ticket items, infrastructure, BI, what region, so no, taken care of in a national development plan.
Okay.
Now, just say, Ejuma be a regional minister na be on your Ejuma be into what you do is you would train local government. Now you're efficient. Say Ejuma with regional minister any rep. Parliamentarian they absorb 95% of that Ejuman. In Kainina is done by the National Development Plan. In the essence, na local government be preservation and maintenance.
So, Tama, President Akufo-Addo, deputy ministers from that time to this point, we haven't seen any dramatic change. Now people are even getting to realize, now after all,
everybody thought say we won the whole system will crash, right? But you won no system, no change.
Yeah.
What was the purpose? So you on come on SUV some dang security
and you believe that in your government, sir, regional ministers they will all be gone?
Regional ministers appointment you were friending president they body man crofo or the pad one. What you say? Who need faso? You don't need a regional minister.
I see.
I see. You don't need a regional minister.
Okay. Now.
Okay.
Now you talked about. I'm saying about national development plan. Okay. I remember say Honorable Kojo Barredu, the late Kojo Barredu, developed a 50-year plan. At a point, because 50 years so Honorable Yosafum Africa said we can't wait for 50 years. We need to develop maybe a 20 blah blah.
Small thinkers. But go ahead.
All right. So now when we say national development plan, what are we looking at? What duration?
Okay. So it's a 20, 30, 50-year plan. So
20, 30, 20,
short, mid, and long term.
Okay.
But what's different with Young National Development Plan is you're entrenching in the Constitution.
Oh, okay.
Then what kind of keke? Because was Sunday manifestos babe cloudy niame say there was no purpose.
The wood there we are.
Absolutely. Oh, of course. You're entrenched.
Okay.
What you say? Send we're going to do away with manifestos for good.
Political parties manifestos.
Oh, I'm fine here. So the party, but and who
but how about say, in our national development plan, I just say you construct a railway line from Accra to Paga. All right, and the Imam manifesto, can't I say, maybe sa railway line now we were from her to Pagano. First 4 years, may free Accra to Korongo. My second term, may free Korongo at the Tamale. Can I write that in my manifesto?
Because listen, we're not leaving these guys. We're not leaving anything to chance.
Okay.
Bibiano is going to be crafted in there, and the reason TSCS answered Kwame who said young fundamental and offensive young central line of policy now comes from agriculture.
Okay, so agriculture will be the foundation.
Sanitizing.
Okay.
And the reason in TSN is if we don't go heavily into agriculture, there's no way you be to me a feed young agro-based industries, you know. So I say, na yenya end value to young products. Ya bring it to global quality standards. Near to me are exports. Near benya foreign exchange reserves. Near bet you down yen debt. Now you better diversify into other forms of development. You better my industry I pick up in all sectors. What do you say? That is the best way to make money in agriculture because we are the then what they then you do run and one say we are go keke na nkrofo de show jabru say jabru no wa show.
The government brought planting for food and jobs.
One it's not effective. Hey, kokoba kon ye 5 cities. What di gobe nan say uto gobe we try kokoro no 1 city we try tra 1 city and plant and no the say planting for food anya juma major.
But it's a process. It's not an event.
Planting for foods major mami can say me sa adie bi say bibia process munya botre nia bi ho a utumi nya botere well abofra untumi accelerate abofra 9 months or they wo yimun kesi wo pa abofra no ntamunti we reduce 3 trimesters to 2 we nya abofra what yes nia bi ho no ma you can water to brood 45 minutes and you can accelerate that process. You burn the dough.
Yeah.
What you say? Yeah. But you could bake it bigger. You could need a bigger dough.
Okay.
Into the process, they say, "Yebeye niyama kese ewo meaning, ewo relevance, ebe buaying." But we can accelerate niyama, and that's understood. But planting for food, we mean say, "Oh, it takes time." Tomatoes take time, bang. Then time na tomatoes take. Major. Young harvest season beans I say beans would you beans September we harvest in September by October na san oguaso beans are yedi di wachi say kwame upe wachi
absolutely
okay who wachi within beans na your foreigners it if Niger and Nigeria and woman in beans adding tea because you need ways you to preserve I say beans in your good guasu na tomatoes nomni jane no crowd say if you Holland never
the government introduced one district one warehouse
so say una me na SMBC say dengana anya adwuma. Let me tell you one of the fundamental failures what for BB say demographic science they say we be who say Kwame young handsome man where the 30 years or Kumase into ye per se yes set up radio stations were ha esi enyam krofobia wo intellect ene yi say Kwame nom ye set radio stations were ha no ma when to me patronize wo ba be set radio stations were ha na obi or tebroin su bia no at 65 and above they are thinking about retirement how when they're going to die they're not thinking about working for a radio station. Now make an what you say. You see what the nipa wo Ghana ni now ya wondered out. Yeni baby obi ate if we did the demographic science properly yen census no effective ni ya. Into we baby obi ate we set up factories in set up factory in Kese blanket policy say one district one factory. One every district CP no boys no when go bankan and crankton dog chains.
Okay.
Into what the factory ni kosi obi ankonkoye no kwakoye nipa ni ho as say to me incent won na wo redistribute nipa no to areas a wo betumi set up factories no me bo aka kirem san wo ye wa abruchiri nin inti the work set up Rust Belt work Michigan nem ne sa areas work set up factory Chevrolet ne Ford nom ne adina because hona na nipa wo what can say what friending baby boomers now nipa one from 1946 to 1964 no hona na was here into what set up Rust Belt and wo CC factories into baby nipa wa wo betumi patronize near wo pe development say you know ye here factories ye here infrastructure no many ade ese wo hwe baby nipa no wa wo be patronize aden and I say
yeah but so we basic economics and commerce yes I subject me commerce location and localization of industries
sanity
yeah
inti a whole inti kwame for how many years I will graduate what that's so kaisa adi into JD say the friending trade and industry minister I don't know when to me am fe yanya adwuma.
All right. Now,
who come here? Bizarre questions in this here. Now, Kaka is where we because America happen out where you met your can be mammy now. Come and now you media in your crowd.
That's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to ask the question.
Now we are talking to the independent presidential candidate for 2024 presidential elections, Mr. Kofi Koranteng, and the Nana Pay and Airborne Obieni. And summer oka brofa na ode be from no me sure say na ede ochadwin oche baby oman ye bedru ene kwan obefa so a obeba oman atumpon ye nyina hwia ne say ampaga na ibetumpon na ye systems ni na aye adwon wa trambrochiri ache ba finance onimpa ye na fe ba technology so ICT in area hanso a no so onimpa ye ene oba ye with that top form enya brofo tintim dia na mo that top form say ye nyina nkoma ye di no ye nyina betiase dia famu aba na se emre bi so na se bia mpo opasa oto aba na bia wato ade aba no ade ama no na be bisa kosi se adana da bia ye gina MPP ni ye gina NDC ye gina MPP ni NDC emre bi ebeba party da na ye dono anaze ye hwehwe obi a onim de awotema a obetumi di oman empunto akonkan ana sila ye gina ba bi gina se emre ye o meto MPP mu o me ye o meto NDC mu nti eno ano no me nananom nyina no mo ye NDC ha na e gina ana samra so say we have to rethink ni enwu say individual. He talked about leadership. Na asamba kwa kaya toya sumpa ye. The strength of leadership is measured by the weakest link. Very deep indeed. Enti ya tronko mabono so development plan. Ya try bi. Try no. We are not kwa anusa kwa political. Ni enti mu say hifo ena yes ade no wa team and I say is in consultation with other people, other political parties, and who develop a development plan for us.
Excellent. Kwame MDE say we be some question no. Netine say when you putting see me anameka say men pen na mikra master key. Nti I have the master key to bring in the master builders.
Okay.
What do you say? We'll be create sa group of people now offering say masterminding. Okay. Intino, this is the thing. National Development Plan a 4 pillars. Pillars no infrastructure, economy, sociology, and a governance. Sanyama fui, sa pillars fui na ebijina so. Inti what you do is say, see, anankrofo P feel say a leader should be ubia winning bribia. Eno na ema young leaders ne P bofemen. A leader should be one tenet undebatable with leadership ne say what judgment. Judgment ne say wo be hu wo weaknesses. Now wo be assemble nipa wo be create a strength around you. Inti mastermind na wo put together no a mastermind of specialists in some areas of infrastructure, governance, the society, and economy. Sa areas see. Inti they come together and sit down. And they went for in 2019. Until one assemble the units of the National Development Plan. And what they do is say, you first have to set up no friend say you building systems.
Yeah.
Inti say we segmentate the whole country into niema yehiano. Na we segmentate we are what find out leaders are what be baby obi abehye no no we create systems amount systems no ye 3-prong ye obre amekum systems no ye objective any mechanical part of the system any discipline parts are 3-prong no na system system ye then a system is bb will insert into baby a nipa wo baby a nipa ye adwuma ebetumi add value to one behavior any one performance a behavioral performance mechanism you put into a unit of development be a desired expectation any system inti wo yes aniama no de hihye bebia niama koso a controlly nipa no output one performance inti bibia ye to me before I didn't be say ne yebedu ha eno no ma to me judge to me wo hihye wusa no what I say inti eno ne yebeye for national development plan inti no ye yitu ho no ma ye dim say nipa say no wote ha nipa 2-year-olds wo bronso ye fra bronso ye dem bron patase we dim say nipa 15,000 2-year-olds ye nim 13,000 3-year-olds ye nim categories of nipa wa hanya inti no say wo person will build a functional community wa have as who say ye parks mamofre guru ye playgrounds as say ye ebia was 60,000 elderly wa ha as ye elderly centers ankofo mpanyimfo no tumi kɔ no wokohia wɔn fɛfo no wɔto spa wɔto ludu nom ne ade ni na ye development we say ye parks bi wɔ ha no ma nipa nam so na bia waterfalls bi wɔ na what education center bia cinema halls okrampo a mpanyimfo no bɛkɔ akɔhwɛ movies of the past and ni na ma human development it adds quality to obi life.
Where are you going to get the money from?
Kwame say yen tax net say no number 1 ye case agriculture into yen crowd home the money we put into agriculture ye percent Ghana the agricultural produce hub for the world. What you say?
The produce hub
for the world. What you say?
Do we have that capacity?
Absolutely. Young proposal say is to invest $10 billion into agriculture every year.
It's kind of over.
Now, Accountant General Cressy is towards corruption every year. 3 to 4 billion. Okay. Tax rebates, ne havens, ne breaks a foreign institutions ne
a dozen.
Ebro 7 billion. Me yenka expansion of yen tax net to cry. Tax net no new 30%. Can for at na beka nyame na meka.
I think it's about only 12%.
Okay. Inti ne no say you expand to a 98 percentile. We put everybody in, and you can't do that without an integrated national ID and address system. Maybe I can't share. And we say ye print wa we see yen koye card one my esla bi gina see one koye card on my time onipa wo ya high we see brabe ye djuma my no my time I see di so. But let's go back to the point. Inti say wo increase tax nets, we sue all the plugs of leakages. Now we make it ministries efficient. Hey, ministries 10 na ya kesi ye de ban. Ye be put certain ministries in one building. You know how much money we'll save from real estate? Then necessary prime real estate as is what the yebribi no what DJ scan what the ministries call Ministry of Lands any
natural
resource call he Luvers ni na bubu na dan ni si ho na bontutu baby why death certificates ne births and deaths minim say kwesi akoho ukoho we insuna no obroni insuano no ye prime pristine real estate wa brochi Ghana no ye the young agencies anya adwuma na ye de asinsuano na nkrofo koti afi mebo aka kirem adwene ne adwuma oh catch them me prime real estate uba corner Trump to Donald Trump West Side Highway in New York prime real estate Trump would they or no to size where see bay 15 buildings for honum be a more than 40-story building. One unit pay $7 million. One unit $7 million. Well, nipa pesa space no. Ya be yes adini ye be develop no. Ye de hwa ye empoano no kwa. Kwame sebe nkrofo kutukutu ho. Ne awa ye de je ukobisa wo. Prime real estate too. Mdana me buy me fi abrechi buy na taxi driver BBC say, "Hey bra, you see wo fi abrechi na buy you na. You see abrechi no mete our friend insuna no wo Latebia Okoshi." Nti ye nam kolena no anam de ko nkran se na ye be dodge traffic kwesi. Nti taxi driver BBC say, "Hey, you see abrechi esikafo na ti insua no." Just say ye nam ho na ho bon no obisam say yes no one am say what we hefa ejam so say me protect me country am say what we he na akote say asem what take akra ye for me call baby am me ko na jam questions say obisa just say but look at it I mean a baby prime real estate and can sooner no now when see 30-40 story building one building per 50-story building hey saglame no ayeni waste of land. I mean, Kwame, isn't that sad? In the NDC bar, they want to get credit. Say when si Saglame, because I say transportation to Saglame in Hinewo and a rim. Yeah, the plane a bay. When Hunyan sent to me and see underground tunnels are. Yeah, the befa shuttles from Nkrang from Saglame to Nkrang. Nanka yebema public sector workers now be from the ministries. Wouldn't have been better? Nanka ubia chia ne wonya ni sika every month want to kakra wom ne ye man ownership shares was Saglamem wouldn't have been better when si Saglamene upon some concrete jungle anka you see vertical and more friends vertical integrations now anka you betumi aye no on a fraction of the land why your parks and markets ne you will build a whole new city in Saglame spend 200 million and also cry we no pipes ne fixtures ne wires ne tubings ne adina eyufo akotwini na afi Saglame ma akọ personal ntie
you know what you're talking about
just say kwesi
it's not the fact that Sibia time of governance no just 4 years so obia ba officer within the 4 year no I have to leave something monumental. Okay, now if NDC is campaigning Washington region, they can say boldly, "Yabai, you see a Ratri Park, yabai, you see a Katia, yabai, and a static Kumasi airport." So, according to say, there's a competition between the political parties. Think it's a Minamayi. So that long-term plan, CBO, okay, Saglimino Krano, yes, because of resources, yent me emfa 4 year no krana and yet. But there's a long-term plan. But, you know, because you don't have time. The people want to see what you have done physically and all that now. So, how do we break that?
Say the National Development Plan about say National Development Plan anka sa we need 200 million. MPP by we say we investigate. We person investigator. I think necessary nipa entinem nipa betumi aten say crime has been committed until you can still investigate what facts to the crime. Why do you need to deprive people of residences? Kufo dia wesi wo SNG mall say DHA say dasugu kuma say hanso bi nia then
asokorebampo
sanity then why me say NDC side here to blame MPP side to blame adena Kufo de no one fanya adwuma eguo
okay.
What you see, waste, yeah, projects say uncompleted, Nina, be complete. Yeah, add value.
I was talking to a businessman, but you know, I said, there's on far the Niamano and Ghana ports. Now, the far Cote d'Ivoire, the reason why the far Cote d'Ivoire is they have a flat rate. Second, the container way, if container of watches are a flat rate, a 45 feet, a flat. And yeah, what Abroche for they have difficulty port system and all that frustrations and oba what will be your
Kwame.
Yes.
Yeah, but one of the things
we have to question us the next eminent transfer.
Just say neighbor, young your policy position for your friend is diaspora secretariat. Ubi ofia brochiri babiano. We have a unit, a secretariat that handle. Sa niamana nebe make sure say ufia brochiri bagana. Wo transitioning no be smooth.
But we have the ambassadors. We have you cryo consulate.
Yeah, you be good sa niamani na. You reduce by Kwame, you be good by 95%. Only 5 embassies spend a bare functional. You be good. Kwame, quite okay. Let me start. Let me answer for a question. But Kwame, the purpose of Sa Embassy was to create no friend say trade desks. Able to me a foster commerce. Na you be sika. Bisa Kwame quite research and I say Sa Embassy Burkina no ne South Sudan na your embassies. Then na muje wo ho.
Niger for embassy. Prime zone power ground. Prime.
Kwesi Kanokwari. Inti wuko South Sudan. Now could see multi-million-dollar mansion. Now uchi bika $50,000. And on the administration, I say ambassador no or administration or driver security administrative staff. One no uchi one man one families. Then now where was South Sudan. South Sudan then now
African integration. African integration.
African integration or comment the what they say. It come now make any see hey you bet me you take care of home first. Doesn't that make sense?
It does.
Hey you the young miss fear na ni penye sika na boys in the girls see when you juma ye no one to one no one so what accumulate we're friending assets. What quabruchiri huniama ya Ghana to say Dubai. 60% of Dubai and what the African sikan what they 60%. When Dubai is so smart say one yana chinching say America. One yana to say London. What being better than America and London what they boom. I say woba. We'll be making sure to say what time do I say if you are be few be do sika or honako. Isn't that smart? I didn't need to mean Ghana as a hub. Yentuminya Ghana say Dubai, Malaysia, we're friends Singapore, Japan.
Maybe we don't have the capital.
Would they be capital no ho? In the last 6 years, the MPP has spent $77.5 billion. 75. Eco Atlantic on Nigeria. Minim say wahia. What is $6 billion? No, what the land reclamation.
Yeah.
Land reclamation is one of the most expensive constructions. What is $6 billion? Who? No, what do you see? A whole city.
Yeah.
Lagos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 77. Hey, New York. Well, baby, your friend say Hudson Yards. What is $25 billion? What they call internet so now Hudson Yards. Income from Hudson Yards is $19 billion a year. What is 25 billion is you when you're 19 billion. Yet 3 times the amount. Yet the 77 billion. What do we have to 0.5? Thank you, Kwesi. Or the 0.5 na count. Yet the 77.5 billion. Kwame, what do we have to show for it? Yes, IMF 17 times. 17th time. As if to say it says 16 days in oh, Kwame. Listen, these leaders are clueless. As they say, you won't feel you what boy and young misery na NDC and MPP wa Ghana. So, inti se Kwame kanokware minim se wo do maame. Na wo yare wuti ana wo yare yefunu a wo nko maame ho so ma waduru wo ko wo doctor ho because on no ye qualify. Inti adan ye wo problems a ye ko ye maame ho. Ye maame to me fix it. Ye maame loves us.
Yeah.
But on to me fix the problem ne mayeng if we have a surgical procedure do. Kwame make us my boni. Konia owo akade no de beboa no ho in case wo metu wo twa me fruma wo MPP na NDC. It doesn't make any sense because we're a bre.
Do you engage the youth?
Absolutely.
You do.
Absolutely.
Wabakumasi how are you going to engage the youth?
And I'm youth no na maybe do hey one young forces no we say one ko hu Kwame na say Kumasi de forget about it. What you say into your start will have their send message say youth no listen, we need your involvement, this is your game.
Okay.
Hey Kwame, $400 billion what they have to what say can say youth no anye activated no one take on sa fighty na 2024 ya ndanga di na one ma a responsible science-based data-driven human-centered leadership ama me take over sa idea. Ghana is going to the dogs.
All right. Professor Edward Appiah at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. He says he's impressed about your performance here. Now, okay. Now, Dr. Derek, also at South Central Hospital, he says, I'm already a fan of Kofi Koranteng. I really want to meet him. Okay, so you're having a doctorate endorsement.
This is graduate material.
And then that Honorable Francis Dudovi, indeed, he'll be here, but he's a MP NDC parliamentary candidate for Swami in the last elections.
Okay,
he says he's very, very so impressed about you. He said the guy is very deep, and Kofi Bitte say and Kumasi more ubeshia youth na and answer seas on the seas. Who show my assembly na ya ukachiro?
Oh, opening na me catch one say omani one day. You see one free na Kwame se uchi.
Baby oh na me mean to be mundia.
Sanity. Na netini say nintia what te asemna eto won koma so no say asemba akope.
Yeah.
Bibia me kana wo mu de daw. Of any say common sense.
Okay.
Inti bibia unse sa no nipa tio we identify because they are there at some one na wordwene ho de daw. Enye me na meka me nye magician me nye bibia common sense keke.
Yeah.
Bibia meka bia na nkofufu se Kofi Koranteng yes smart say they be numbers are made ma una no ma nkusuo ba bia o mitie ba humia eja ba humia na mitie eja alanche manten na one numbers no me be the asisi ani na masan ka kire won inti information ni mfi ba bia say won a parties na meji won information but your common sense inti it resonates with people.
Yeah.
Well, netini say me my youth ne Kwame memka asema me ka che youth no currently, you know, according to Kenufurata, we have 11 million people in Ghana were unemployed. There were 56% of the population, 24 years old and younger. In the next 15-20 years, 56%, 17.3 million. 11 million na ye wo hold the down no na wona aba into the pool of unemployment because Kenufurata nankasa no abeka say adwuma bi ani ba bia nti wa kwahwe ho emenam kan ono ano bekan into for 17.3 million now they can 11 million no ho you almost at 28%.
Yeah.
Right? 28% no wo extending for the next 15-20 years na Ghana reko 50 million now. Think about this. 50% of the country will be unemployed. Yentumi sustain 11 million people. Close to 10 million people live on 5 cedis or less a day. How do you plan on sustaining half the country unemployed? We're going to be stepping on each other.
Kofi, are you the one to change that?
Absolutely, because hey Kwame, Mama can't say me show. Hey Kwame, the only factor I hear was adimuno ne say yebenya economic combustion ebe absorbs 400 billion CDC. Ye ni middle class. say who need middle class one guy what from how would 2,000 cedis or below no won't create enough economic combustion because one ticket items small Asia obeto brood obeto milk but on top big ticket items now one guy what top big ticket items was so no nearma what ton no so inti anu so to mean create combustion inti the middle sector na middle class no ewe ye ni bi wo Ghana wo wa bruchiri I want to me fibai minim what their needs are and until the set up a diaspora secretariat yenim ni yebe Ghana won wo beba back into South Foldy wo ba one worry about better fridges ne cars ne air conditioners ne deep freezers all in 1 month no one create businesses ebe absorb 400 billion and yes Ghana can never be sustainable country ni be fail 2024 Kofi Koranteng Ghana wanye Ghana president a country ni be fail Kwame catch them here 84% debt to GDP $400 billion of debt 128% of young receivables no goes to paying public sector workers and interest on our debts not even the debts young touch principle we are giving birth to 111,000 babies every year babies born by babies by the way sa 17.3 million here miss wokoka 11 million ihui wonwo wobewo onkra de emfanka ho ye we are sitting on a time bomb
I was after the chance and come on a baby na ni tie ni apanyin amene kasa yi obetmehia na obi ebisa se na obehia no wo he obehunu wo he ne etie ne se obetmi ahuno wo Kumase Mall, okay, on the 6th, okay, on the 6th of August, your live event center, baby amoya mukomedido, Kumase City Mall, 2 p.m. Pepe, the independent presidential candidate for 2024, Kofi Koranteng, Abeba. Now, so how will it be? You interact with everyone?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I'm here to serve.
Okay.
And your president Nani Papesu do. We just want to serve our people. I say Ghana foodie. Will you be or sit at the table for one interest?
Okay.
NDC and MPP, they don't sit at the table for Ghana for interest. And it shows. I think Kwanga say if you hear about potholes I will run about at the honum from last time you ba honum for the last 2 years every month 2 months bia minia bruchiri ame wo Kumase pothole no da so da ho inti hina ne take care of Ghana fo Kwame wo ka betom wo shock absorber bepai ana wo airbag bepai na say wo san yi sika kakra na wo de hwe me sure say nipa down payroll so ye bebre nipa hwe won how do you manage Kwame how do you manage?
All right. I would defer the answer to another day. Kofi, thank you so much for passing through. I've enjoyed the discussion, your vision. Na me sure say enye ma we na oka say also a deep, yeah? Very deep, yeah? Honorable Francis Dodovi. Okay. Radio on Pure 95 point. All right. So, Kofi Abadasi. We are done. Maunanyan Tete na yenin kumono. It was a general overview. Maybe the next time I be sharing, say your fast sector where that we deal with it into details. So a great sector okay. We have to deal with it. Who say it be a cash crops enable wine, and I say when we diversify then we deal with it. Who say this is our Greek policy. Say about industrialization and maybe infrastructure. Then we know that a general overview of a vision. So that's a
concept insurance animal. Maybe Michelle Niamami who say you are pretty seamless entity, man. Many who say Bibia Kosu and answer Okasa. Oh, make radio stations, TV stations, fidgeting. No, Pacho, fatum. Me worry. It is a Mikasagu from him. What stuff? Incredible. I mean, seriously. I mean, just a me worry. They now you are.
You mentioned something. Systems and structures.
Sanity.
Exactly.
Sanity. Well, see now, Kwame. Why answer my question? Well, who send away ID? It's here. Then the other radio stations, the TV stations. So no offense to be with you, but then I make quite be a fidgeting. Systems.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
The pleasure was ours.
Yeah. Right.